Okay, Drew and Bo here, or Bo and Drew, if you will, watching James on Kefka and Drew on Queen Marchesa. Cutting right to the chase, looks like James is on a mulligan to 6.
Yeah, I mean, both of these decks are super fun. Marchesa's my current brews that I'm working on, but Kefka's gotten a little bit more traction, so we're just going to kind of see how... Little homebrew of what cards I own.
This is a Marty trade binder.
It's not Commander. I still... Duel Commander is 20 white. It's best of 3, 100 cards singleton. Has its own...
All right.
We'll see. He's trying to figure out what to start out with.
Looks like a Badlands from James.
Let's just...
Taking 2 in Gataxian probing. Okay.
Oh, is this... Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So what do you think of this hand in the dark? Obviously, you kept it.
I mean, the duress helped out a lot.
Oh, wait.
Like, being able to see kind of what he's up to. And this, I believe, is, yeah, Dark Ritual, where he goes...
Turn 1 Baraglyph. 2/3 Baraglyph. Gross.
Yeah, he said off of the Gataxian probe, he drew the Dark Ritual. And I was like, fantastic. So,
I love this for me.
in the dark, I had the enchantment removal, I had a Spyro to get me out. Little land heavy, figured I was just going to grab a couple Surveil lands. Duress to check the way, figure out what he's up to, but... You know, starting out with the turn 1 Baraglyph,
pretty strong, and I see that's Blazemire Verge with a Ghost Vacuum, and Ghost Vacuum feels like it has a home in damn near every deck in this format. It's just really, really good.
Super solid, and the games can go long enough to where that the 6-mana activation can become super relevant, but if I'm going to draw any card, you know, maybe some removal spell would have helped, but... This thing being able to at least keep the Goyf in check is going to at least help and stem the bleeding.
He'll gain 1, you'll lose 1, and then he'll mill 1. And does he hit?
We get a spell
bomb. Okay, back up to a 2/3.
But yeah, I mean, just really slow start from me for sure. And he's missing blue mana, so I feel like I can't really get to the board kind of cleanly.
For sure.
Being able to dodge any counter magic or anything like that. You see Volta Whispers, Animate Dead, and I believe that's a Snapcaster.
That does appear to be Tiago, the old school Snapcaster before the glare picks back up.
The only Snapcaster to be playing.
I mean, you know, the RC one's pretty sweet. I'm a sucker for the full and extended arts.
He does find his blue mana. He was still choked on it after seeing that from the duress. Try to figure out what way we can shrink this Goyf as much as possible.
Yeah.
Getting rid of the enchantment. Take it down only for him to mill 2. And then just continue to grow the Goyf. Like, that's one of the downsides with the Ghost Vacuum is it, like, in the face of a Baraglyph, it keeps fueling itself, and so it's just like...
It just stems the bleeding for a little bit, for sure.
I'm only shaving off a point, but a mill on top of that, so...
Right. So what are you thinking here when you go fetch? Is it another Surveil land?
Yeah. It's got to be a Surveil land. I got to find some action to deal with this Goyf, or, like, a blocker, or at least something.
For sure. Looks like you chose Elegant Parlor. Makes sense. Color you up, so you're all set there. And I mean, you've got land drops for days.
I feel like I just kept drawing land. It's just one of those games, you know?
But yeah, no, I totally understand.
But that's one of the nice things. I know, you know, I have Spyro with a Seasoned Pyromancer to be able to filter, draw some new cards, try and find some action.
It's another land. It looks like a signed Graven Cairns, probably? Yeah. Eagle Eye over here spotting it. No, I'm always looking through Moxfield at all the different arts, so... But you know...
Yeah, but you're finding all the pretty art.
I know. Well, you're not...
They gotta be full art, but...
Yeah, for sure. I mean, your deck's pretty sweet, too. Look at all those signatures.
Yeah, that's Normally I've been doing it for the 60-card formats, but now I'm like, this is going to be so much harder to get the signature on every card here.
It's my ADHD won't allow me to do signed cards. I have a Seaman signed playmat that I got at MagicCon, but that's it. I was like, okay, this is as far as I go. But yeah, Badlands is signed. Very, very pretty.
And while it looks like my deck is, containing a lot more cards than James, using perfect fit hard, so kind of towers over a lot of these other decks. Realizing it's kind of, I don't know if it's a mistake to be using perfect fit hards in a 100-card format, but shuffling these so difficult.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. I mean, it's already hard enough to shuffle 99 cards, let alone when it's double sleeved or perfect fit hard, or, in some cases, if you have a completely folded out deck, triple sleeved, you're just, I don't know, putting in work. So we discarded Lorne and a land, so that allows you to make one dude, draw two.
Yeah, idea being just, I wanted to have as many blockers as possible. Thank God the Goyf doesn't have trample. And, again, just trying to get into something, try and buy as much time as possible against this thing.
For sure. Plays the Vault of Whispers. I think he's holding a Fury in his hand, but I can't quite make it out yet.
I sure hope it's not a Fury. See, the only creature
is the
we'll
Lorne.
Just go ahead and eat that. And I think I had the idea that if I can buy enough time, and clearly I'm hitting all of my land drops and only drawing lands, I can get to the 6-mana activation of it if I really need to.
Right. I feel like James is at a little bit of a crossroads right now where he needs to hit land drop 5 to play Kefka to get to refuel. You know what I mean? You've been able to stymie the Baragoyf for a while. I don't think he's drawn anything off it, quite frankly, from the graveyard trigger, which is pretty awesome. And so I'm curious to see what you do here.
Well, and it's not like he's been able to really utilize his Snapcaster. He's got a Gitaxian probe, in which case, he might have been able to apply a little bit more pressure, cycle into a different card, maybe be able to find that 5th land drop. But
yeah,
him holding up the mana here makes me think he's got some form of interaction.
Goes and grabs Plateau, and this is just jam Marchesa become the Monarch.
I'm trying to find an out as best as possible to this silly Baragoyf.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Oh,
The Seasoned Pyromancer's on chump block duty.
yeah.
I leave it back thinking Death Touch on the off chance we might want to trade, but really just utilizing the Monarch here.
Yeah, at this point, knowing one of his cards being face up, I'm with you. I'm just stymie the bleeding, try and get ahead with card advantage, and then take it over from there.
Well, again, I'm thinking that, we're going to throw this Spyro under the bus, eat it with the Ghost Vacuum. I'm 2 lands away from being able to just activate it, draw into more cards, be able to blow up something with the Lauren.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to think ahead as much as I can with what I'm given, because, again, I'm just seeing, lands and nothing to interact with.
Even when you don't feel like Lauren has something in this format, it feels like there's always something for it to nap. Looking at that Vault of Whispers, that's probably looking pretty good. Oh yeah, maybe I'll blow that up with Lauren. If you get to 6 and you pop the Ghost Vacuum.
Yeah, and it does look like James had a Fable and a Fury in hand, so I wonder if he's thinking about pitching.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Is it exile?
Okay.
I was trying to figure out where to put my commander.
That's fair. We're working out the logistics.
From Fury.
Here it comes again. This turn 1 Baragoyf, man.
There's no way you're giving up the Monarch.
Oh my gosh.
Fury seems like a good eat.
This thing was such a nightmare.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, and lest we forget, he's also just gain relief.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
he's at a firm 26 right now, no big deal.
I'm getting this close to playing Ataxian Probe just for card, just to try to hit my 5th land to play Kefka.
So let's see what I can come up with. We know he's still just got that Snapcaster. Still just got the Gitaxian Probe.
Listen, I've Snapcastered my fair share of Gitaxian probes back in the day.
One.
Okay.
So on Unearth.
Unearth, all right. Yeah.
Guess we're getting that Spyro back.
Looks like we're pitching some cards.
Let's see if I can make more blockers.
So wait, what does Unearth do? Is it just to reanimate?
Yeah.
With some downside?
Creature with...
Or, yeah, because you have to discard 2.
Yep.
So I'm trying to figure out which of the 2.
1 mana reanimate, so I was like, there's gotta be a case.
But this first iteration was just so jammed full of cards. Like, I can never make a decision.
Looks like you pitched a him, and I can't tell what the other card is, but I think it's a land.
Yeah, I think it might be Midgar.
Okay.
Artifact, sorcery.
From Final Fantasy. How has that worked out for you? Has it made the cut, or is it on the floor?
It's on the maybe. I just realized today that I still don't have the Red White Verge Sunbillow.
Oh no, it wasn't Midgar. It was the Omen Dragon from that gives -X.
Scavenger Region.
There we go. That's what that was. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get enough mana to be able to use that to kill Barrogoyf, and that card recently got cut.
Yeah,
That's how I felt every single time I've had it in my hand. Just was never good enough.
for sure.
Thoughtseize can hit anything?
So just forcing the action here.
I thought, yeah. I mean, he's not going to be able to get value off of the Snapcaster and keep him hellbent, and on the off chance, something good ends up finding its way into the graveyard. Like, Snapcaster is such a good card.
Yeah.
I'm fine getting rid of a Thoughtseize from
And he's
Snapcaster.
choked on blue mana, as you previously mentioned. Like, even like you can't cheat and surveil. You can't Raucous Theater or Undercity Sewers here. You just has to get a blue source, cast the Snapcat, and there's Volk. So yeah.
Well, and if he draws his 5th land, is able to slam Kefka, he doesn't have a card to discard. So it's solely up to me.
Right.
And it only draws him 1 card at that point. So
Manageable, especially when you've got the Monarch and you're able to out-card advantage him.
yeah, so we rather than him having a chance at getting back in the game, like, keep him hellbent as much as
Its value
possible.
on the field.
Makes complete sense.
Still a
Here he comes.
creature that's out there.
Let's get Ataxian
Targets
Probe. Flashback.
Aforementioned
Can't
probe.
cast it.
That is the legal target.
But it has flashback now, just till this turn.
Okay, go to end step, we'll draw a card.
Draw a card off Monarch, pass the turn, and just keep up the wall.
I'm very jealous
This is
of
an
your
amazing
card,
world. I love this
I'm
world.
digging.
Hey, I threw the breach that in.
Curious
one
to see what he
time,
got
and I
here.
survived being hit by Montana's Primeval Titan. It was funny. He was like, "What are you doing?"
Player block.
Just keep shoving it in there.
Seen this play before.
There's a creature in your graveyard. There's the dragon.
Try to eat something, keep it down. Yep, eat a creature.
I would like to bounce you soon.
Okay, so
Good call. Good eye on the scavenger.
Yeah.
But Midgar has been very...
Yeah.
It's probably on its way out soon.
For sure.
I figured it's worth a try.
Well, that's, you and I have talked so much about this format. It feels like there's like 12 to 20 cards of space to brew within a deck. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you're gonna, like, I feel like every deck plays Saga just like it's vintage. And it's like, okay, well, what package are we gonna have? And it's usually always Skull Clamp and Ghost Vacuum, and then sometimes it's Nihil Spellbomb and Shadow Spear. It's like, I love that about this format, personally.
Yeah, and I could not figure out how to get more of these cards into the deck. As we learned tonight, definitely need to find a room to... Well, actually, I need to find a Skull
what have I
Clamp.
fetched?
When I first started playing this format, I was like, I don't have any, really, I don't have any X1s, like, where's the value? And then you play this format, you're like, oh, you just stick it on anything. It's like, go to town, like, please kill this. I would like to draw some more
creature's gonna
cards.
die.
Yeah, the creatures are going to die.
Surveil.
Not only is this better
Surveil land, put away another land.
Yep, that looks like a Verdant Catacombs over there. Another fetch.
Untap everything. Let's see what we can find.
One more land and I'll do things. Drew.
I know, and that's what I'm just like, oh god, but I can't capitalize.
Yeah, I think I was pretty locked in with the Ghost Vacuum, knowing that I've got 2 ETBs here.
Yeah.
At the very
It's
least.
still
Like,
28 life.
making them into 1/1's not great, but you know what?
You could.
It also means that it can keep chump blocking the barrel
You're
going.
gonna
Yeah.
pull it down below 34.
Exactly. I forget the text box on the original Glyph, whatever it doesn't, like, consumes.
Except for
There's your pendant, sir.
What a great card.
I'm just wondering if it's worthwhile to freaking
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I should know
oh,
that.
Yeah.
just do the thing.
You're a Jund player.
Yeah.
Just Jund them out.
pop it, because
I mean,
sorceries, lands, artifacts.
I love this.
Yeah, whatever,
Oh.
whatever dies
This
grows
is
the Glyph.
this is gonna bug.
Yeah, it's gonna bother you.
Playing so much.
Yeah, so here we go. We're just gonna pop the ghost vacuum.
This is going to, we've already got an
Don't
artifact,
think
so-
that the Goyf is big or small enough for the Fury to kill.
With that first line, and they're like,
Didn't have a way to mark him as 1/1, so we'll just place him
Yeah.
upside
Fury
down.
enters,
Oh, it was big. Oh, sweet.
Respect.
So we got that in.
And look,
noticed. Yep.
Get. Oh, that's
Get the call.
That's an artifact over there. Yeah, I'd like to eat that.
I actually learned that that was a Vault of Whispers when I played. When the Lauren entered, I didn't even realize it. I was just like, oh, we'll put it back.
Yeah.
I'll block the 2/2 unless it's. Does
Yeah,
that any,
it's
like,
what doesn't grow dies, and what dies grows the Tarmogoyf.
Goyf. That's what.
That's what it is for all you magic text nerds.
Go to end step.
Okay, so now you're feeling far more comfortable. Granted, I have a board of 1/1s, but he's 2 away from casting Kefka. Somehow still missing land drops.
And you're still the Monarch.
Yeah, and we're just getting
Remember that they're one.
just a Monarch advantage, just slowly getting ahead.
And that looks like Spymaster's Vault.
It sure is.
How has that been?
That card has actually been super nice.
Yeah.
everyone loves
There have been a couple like neat combat tricks because it checks for like the number of creatures that died this turn. It doesn't have to be on your turn. You don't have to do it at sorcery speed.
If you did
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I know I did something cheeky with it, with first strike damage and being
Nice.
able to keep something of mine alive. But even just being able to churn through a bunch of cards or just grow something.
Some of my favorite things to do, like just in the combat stuff or first strike or double strike damage in general. Like, whenever I'm playing Urtai and I have Psychic Frog out, and I'm like, all right, go draw. Put my Psychic Frog draw trigger on, and then oh hey, I have Kaito by the way, so let me just flash this in here. It's like,
So it dealt the
it's
damage,
enjoyable.
and
I do
then
like that.
sacrifice it.
So I went to Flage and then escaped Flage.
Yeah, so I can
He
put it
wanted
on the
to
stack.
react to the Flage being in the yard, but there's
There's no priority given. Yep.
I exile these.
no priority, so
Then it is.
I'm able to exile my 5 things, get Flage out, and then with the trigger on the stack, I suppose.
It looks like a remand.
Yeah, you remands
And I
it.
get to draw a card.
Nice.
God damn it.
What a great card.
Yeah, that hurt when you're escaping it.
Yeah.
Let it go the first time made perfect sense.
Yeah. I will then pass the turn.
He's just praying for anything.
Something?
I control mountain.
Hey,
It's a
we got
land.
Sulphur Falls.
He does have both an island and a mountain.
Yeah.
I will.
A 4 still 1 away from
that's
Kefka,
interesting, I don't
but
think
blowing up that land helped out
That was
immensely.
Surveil 1. You got a parlor Surveil 1.
Can't quite tell what's in his hand.
Yeah, I can't either. I
Feel like it's a full art Culligan's command.
could be that or a fatal push. No, I don't know. James deep in the tank here.
Oh no,
Oh, it's Deadpool. Oh, okay.
And I'm going to take.
Got forest now being.
Because it doesn't say target. As it enters, you may
So
change
he wants
his
to-
text box with another. So I'll take his text box.
So you'll have a flying.
Get the
door
scavenger
discard
reading, so that way he's got a 5/4 flyer with ward.
I mean, I get that. Not necessarily the line I would have taken. I know James is newer to the Kefka deck. Me personally, I probably go Fury all day.
I'm eyeing that Fury.
Yeah, I'm eyeing that Fury. I'm like, I'm eating your board, and then
So yeah,
having-
Fury here just blows up the entire board, huh?
yeah, and then he's got a 5/3 double striker, which is gross. And now you lose 3 life because your scavenger is now just a 1/1
Marked as Deadpool.
marked as Deadpool. Deadpool is such a cracked card. Alright, here comes the Flage again.
And I will try to
Conveniently
target
though,
Deadpool,
only 3
discard.
toughness.
Only 3 tokens. And it's ward discard a card? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Shocker, it's a land.
Imagine that.
I need cards in hand, Drew.
And here we go.
I'll try to bring it back.
Rinse and repeat with the same play.
3, 4, 5. Sure.
Face.
He's tapped out this time.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
But I'm still not attacking for a whole lot here. Granted, my Fury has double strike.
Yes, I mean that's 2 as opposed to 1. That clock is working overtime now.
You can pay 3.
I mean, even if he does copy your Flage, or not your Flage, your Fury, I feel like you're still in a pretty commanding position because the Flage is face up against him.
Correct. But, playing with the cards that you got and working with the mana that you have.
Yeah.
Ponder. What a wonderful Magic card.
How do you feel about a lot of the cantrips in Dual Command?
I like it. I mean, it's a singleton format, and so you often play Ponder and Preordain, and likely Consider, and maybe
like Brainstorm.
one Brainstorm.
I get it if you're doing VV stuff, but is it kind of...
All right, that's something.
Hey, we knew what that card was.
Okay. It's a Bloodstained Mire. That Strix is not long for this world. Lose 3, yeah.
Draw this card.
It's 11. Hey,
fast land.
Yeah, definitely took those out too after this first week.
I think fast lands are great in the 2 color mana bases, but once you get to 3, it feels a little like you're better served going with the slow lands, in my opinion. But
yeah, I swapped to the slow lands, and it has been a little bit better. I'm sure there's certain percentages here and there, but
all right, moving on to game 2. You're up a game, and looks like both of you are keeping, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Starting with Bloodstained Mire. Yeah.
Pay 1.
I appreciate that he taps it too. There's no shortcutting. No, I'm gonna make all the legal game actions.
But he's tapping it the wrong way.
All that shuffling just didn't
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, right. The card specifically says which way you're supposed to tap the card.
It'd be even better if he played his lands in front of his creatures.
Please God, no.
grab a ball.
I'm not preventing you from fetching. Now, this stifle mine. This stifle. No, it's not preordained. If I feel like it. You got Terra?
Maybe I'm
Just
just
shuffling it
rounding
up.
out
Do you recall? I know it's been 2 weeks. Do you recall what your hand was at this juncture?
No.
No. Okay.
Actually,
I don't have the slightest clue of
because I just realized
what I actually have in this game.
I can't think
Reasonable.
Of standard
So he changes his mind, swapping from the volcanic. Perfectly fine. He wasn't done shuffling.
Yeah.
No,
It wasn't presented.
Shugo Oppo?
Wait,
it was the maybe.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
And we play up in Greeley, Colorado, so northern Colorado, and this is very, very casual environment. We want people to adopt the format and kind of really sink into it. So I don't think you'd find anybody in our play group be like, oh well, you presented it. There wouldn't be any of that. All right, Undercity Sewers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything with the mana, may as well get your value. And this is one thing that came up that I was thinking about a lot tonight, actually, is, if you're on the play, if it is wise to fetch the surveil lands before your opponent gets a turn, rather than doing the wait
I think it was
and do all that stuff, just in case you fall into the Dark Ritual Opposition Agent, which maybe I'm just scarred.
Maybe.
But, that's asking a lot, but, it was making me think if it's better to do that or if it's better to bluff the 1 mana interaction.
Right. Well, the boomer in me would say, well, Brainstorm, you shouldn't be doing this, at sorcery speed. But then when you have a card like Orcish Bowmaster or Hull Breacher, it's like, well, maybe you should do that at sorcery speed, So there's some options. And I think, to your point, if you're not going to be interacting anyways, you can just speed it up and move along with it.
He's like,
I'm fine with it. I'm pro shortcutting. I will, fetch, announce what I'm doing. They tell me if it resolves or not. Like, I'm sure you'll see me on here at some point. And I am pro shortcutting, just because time is of the essence, and I hate unintentional draws with a passion.
That is also one thing that I've kind of picked up on with this format is, some of these games felt like they did go kind of long. You kind of need to be figuring out how you're supposed to play and do all of this sort of stuff efficiently. Like getting 3 games with these 100 card decks
There's like a text him from
50 minutes is actually really good. Hey, we'll find out.
Yep. Yeah, alright.
So it looks like we got Arena of Lord Badlands, Blazemire Verge, Dam, Valakut Awakening, Scavenger Region again, and Zyro.
Yeah. You know, you were talking about it, and there's a lot of chatter with our local group with regards to the Valakut Awakening. How do you feel about that card?
I have been very impressed with it. Hands like this, especially, you know, it's kind of a nice instant speed. Just reset your hand.
Right.
A bunch of cards. I'm waiting for the day for somebody to cast a Bowmaster into it. It's gonna happen.
And that's an arcane signet that he played on too. There we go. See, it's out of the Declare zone.
But, you know, Scavenger is gonna be fine here if he has a bunch of 1/1s, but as of right now, we can ship that. If I'm getting flooded, you can ship all of those cards, just draw. You can be super aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Which is what's nice.
It's one of my, speaking of dead things, I in Pioneer, I loved playing Is It Creativity? And that was one of my favorite cards, and they'd be like, let's just put all this, let's draw some fresh gas. So
you know what it is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it being a land is also super handy, and that's where I'm also trying to figure out with deck building, you know, how many of these MDFCs can you play, how many of these lands like Midgar can you actually afford.
Okay. Speak of the devil, yeah. There's no better feeling, though, when you do turn 1 Writ into Aho and you get them.
It might just...
And then you look at their hand and it's just more fetches and they're like, all right, well, I need to draw out of this.
It genuinely might be just playing Legacy against you.
Maybe. Too much mono black helmet scarred you.
It's turn 1 Dark Ritual into Opposition Agent, turn 1 Dark Ritual into Barrogoyf.
Yep.
These are all bad.
These are all rough. No, the best is turn 1 Dark Ritual into Thoughtseize into him.
What was it? Is it Thoughtseize then him or him then Thoughtseize?
You know, this is a timeless debate. I feel maybe you should Thoughtseize and then him because you have a higher probability of potentially hitting lands versus himing then Thoughtseizing. But that's just my take.
No, that makes sense. Let us know what you would do in the comments below. Is it better to Thoughtseize than him, or him than Thoughtseize off of a Dark Ritual?
Or would you just not play black at all?
What are you talking? That's the best color.
Yeah. I love black. Swamps for days. All right, 3 on the face.
Yeah, that's a thing you can do.
So set up with his 4 mana.
No, 3 mana play. All right, Fable.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker?
Yep.
Is Fable just another auto-include if you're playing red?
I feel like it is. I mean, it's just so powerful. And again, we're in a singleton format. Like, not that multiple Fables has ever been bad. You know, like, oh man, I drew 3 Fables. Like, no. But yeah, no, Fable's awesome.
Yeah, it gives you a dude, can ramp you, card selection, and then...
Also,
all right, Scrublands comes down from you.
It's the man.
And he's holding 1 up with the Arcane Signet.
Nice.
Oh. Actual colored
Force Spike?
Is this Force Spike?
That is... That and Mana Tithe are cards that I do not respect enough. And having to learn the hard way. And I think that's the realization that I just had.
Yeah. The worst is when you can, like, you know, Dread Fugue or do something and then you're like, nah, they don't have it. And then they have it and you're like, cool. Very cool. I did this to myself. I take responsibility.
Cecil Dark Knight?
Yep. Oh, your own Fable. Yeah.
Is that Fable of the Mirror Breaker?
Yeah.
Cecil has... across all formats has really impressed me. That card has so much text, and even when you read it and you think you understand it, you don't. And I've been guilty of that on several occasions. I'm like, okay, so it's just when it deals damage to a player. It's like, no, when it deals damage.
Any
like,
damage.
No, okay. And then when it transforms, you're like, oh, it doesn't exile itself. It just transforms, so like you don't turn on Revolt or, you know, if they've got a Containment Priest that sticks around.
Oh, don't forget, it untaps.
I was just going to say.
It says untap.
It untaps itself. You're like, oh wow, there's a lot going on with this card. All right.
No, but I've been very, very impressed with it. a solid card.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it in Ketramos too. Like Ketramos, you're usually doing a fair amount of damage to yourself early before you turn on Ketramos, and then you recoup it all. Cecil in that deck just does that very, very well.
Like in a 2/3 Death Touch for 1. Just solid.
Yeah, for sure.
So we ticked up on the Fable. Looks like he discarded a Tishana's Tidebinder. Maybe one other card, because my Fable ended up getting forced by pitching Boiler Room.
Yeah, which is sweet. You know, again, just you see so many... Another Baragoy. You see so many sweet cards in this format that you necessarily wouldn't see. Like, I don't even think the rooms are that popular outside of Unholy Annex and Standard right now.
I mean, I've definitely seen the Boiler Room do some work.
No,
The card
yeah.
seems solid.
Card's awesome. I mean, it's like your own little mini Monarch. Because you get to
draw a card at the end.
Yeah, with the when you unlock the blue room. I forget what that room's called, but yeah, it's pretty sweet.
No, Bo, you got to do it the hard way. Yeah, I know. You don't do what I did with Thomas.
Two will get an Emperor of Bones.
Seems good.
We will go to begin combat.
Like something to maybe shrink the Goyf, keep it in check. There we go. We'll lead a Tidebinder.
You bastard.
I love Emperor Bones. It's such a well-designed Magic card. Good job, Watsy.
It feels very fair.
Yes.
Like not oppressive. I've seen it do degenerate stuff, but
I've had the pleasure of doing degenerate things with like turn 1 Thoughtseize, take your prime time, turn 2.
oh no.
Upkeep, draw.
Ramunet was a card in Modern.
So I feel like I'm a little on the back foot on the board. A little scared of the Baragoyf, just holding it back, knowing I can trade Cecil.
And I think he has Flame Slash in his hand, it looks like.
That's not good.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
Oh, me.
Flame Sash is such a solid card.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna.
I love that it's part of this format, you know?
Yeah, and then that's what I mean. There's a lot of cards that I'm just glad to be playing again.
Yeah.
So I'm going
Yep.
to attempt to
Flame Slash.
Cecil.
Flame Slash.
Wow.
I just don't.
He's targeting the Cecil. Okay.
Get the Death Toucher out of the way.
Put the creature in.
Make my blocks a little bit more awkward.
Yep.
Then let's tap. No, just wait. Does this?
Luckily
leave or
enough,
just
haven't
trip
drawn
the
any
exit?
fetch lands or
This
anything to
has
search with the
something
Oppo
to say.
Agent.
That I
Luckily.
don't love very much, but we'll live.
I mean, it's a 3-color deck. You're probably running, what, 10 fetches?
10 fetches.
10 fetches. And he's got a trigger for
Treasure. Give a
treasure here.
Sorry, I did not bring my standard.
kind enough to help him out.
You're good. I am just trying to...
Yeah, my deck needs a lot of tokens.
Yes.
Always prepared.
Are we down to 4? Oh yeah, because I just put Cecil in.
So, what are we trying to figure out? Oh, he had his own treasure token. I'm trying to figure out the block. But he might be doing something here.
Oh, no. I have to... There's no way that I can do that.
Oh, because I remember, that's right. I remember thinking I can do some form of a fancy block and then
This is me representing the staff.
Tidebinder.
All right, I see what you're doing here.
Okay.
You're letting him move to combat, get the attack trigger, Tidebinder stifling the ability to make the treasure. I gotcha.
So this way I can also block. I wanted to figure out how to Tidebinder the Goyf trigger, shrink it, have damage on it, but I don't think...
It's just the exact card.
There was no sequence, I think, that could have gotten me a way to be able to Tidebinder the Goyf and have it die due to state-based
Yeah.
Actions.
actions.
So you're just doubling up here on the Goyf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You'll gain 4.
Get
Yep.
the biggest threat off the field. You know, like I said, I'm not searching a lot. Don't really care about
4.
the Oppo Agent.
Also dead though.
And the Goblin Shaman sure can ramp him, but
Okay.
I'm not too terribly worried about that.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, he's hellbent as well. So,
It looks that way.
so he's gonna if he plays the Kefka, he's gonna have to hold it down and pitch whatever he draws to get, cycle through that.
Yeah.
All right. There's
So-
that scavenger again.
Scavenger for -2/-2 to everything.
Yep.
Wipes the board.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get to shuffle it
This
back
gets
in.
shuffled in and I say pass.
Like I do like the card. I don't know if it's really worth the slot. This has been the only time that I think I've ever found it to be kind of useful. It's with a lot of small things.
Right.
It just ends up becoming so mana intensive, and the creature side of it, a 4/4 flyer, like, I guess.
Right.
Kefka.
So the question I have is, would Scavenger be more or less powerful if it went on an adventure as opposed to an Omen? And here's Kefka. So you're discarding a Seasoned Pyromancer. He's drawing 1 off of that.
It would probably end up being more powerful just immediately, but, you know, you wipe the board and then you can follow up with a flying threat.
Right.
But I do like that, you know, you can end up drawing into it again. Oh, Caves of Chaos Adventure. One of the cards that I've just been so stoked to actually be able to play.
Yeah.
That's super
Card's
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Working towards having the cards for some of the initiative decks and Legacy, but haven't fully gotten to play too much with the initiative cards. So.
Speaking of
He
initiative,
has 5 power.
are you going to go to Eternal Weekend? And if you do go to Eternal Weekend, are you going to play Vintage? And if you do play Vintage, would you play Mono White Initiative?
So,
You're like, let me just cut you off faster. No.
no, it's not in the cards for me this year.
Nope.
I did look at Mono White Initiative. Just the cards aren't too terribly expensive, and even if I did powerless, I think it'd be fine and fun.
Yeah, for sure. I recall last year in Prague there was a powered Mono White Initiative in the top 8, and there was an unpowered Mono White Initiative in the top 8. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Animate Dead. All right.
Oh, Baraglyph, man.
James has an in free with his Baraglyph, but, you know, that's cool.
I got enchantment and a land.
4, 5, 6.
No.
So, yeah,
minus
just
400.
keeps coming back. That keeps on giving. So
It's a
trying to get the right
5/6, so it's a
count
4/6?
on how
But I
big
got
he
a
is compared to my 5'3".
What is the other text on Adventure? When, aside from going through the dungeon, is there anything else that it grants?
Yeah, so Trample, take the initiative, and whenever he attacks, you exile the top card of your deck.
Okay.
And you may play it this turn, but if you've completed a dungeon, you can play for free.
Okay. And if it's a land, obviously, because it says play, you can just play for free.
I believe it says play.
So are we going to the Lost Well or the Trap here?
Trap is third. So yeah, I can either scry 2 here or put 2 +1/+1 counters on a creature.
Yeah.
Looks like I only have 2 cards, trying to figure out how to trade with this Goyf, but the Animate Dead makes the math weird, so James politely put those die up there.
Yeah.
So we got a 4/6.
Thank you, James. What a class act.
2 counters on target creature.
So yeah, opting to do that. If I have to trade the Adventurer, sure. I just want to make sure that it's got enough power to be able to either block or what have you against this Goyf.
Feels like this match you were flooding a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know, this match.
Yeah, this match.
Been stuck on 3 lands a lot. 37 lands, 4 MDFCs.
Play that, and then we do
4 MDFCs, so 41 lands total.
41.
Wow.
I don't trust. I don't trust not hitting my land drops.
That's fair.
And, you know, maybe I'm just shuffling poorly.
I feel like 37 is the sweet spot, including MDFCs. But I can see going down some. I mean, you know, it all depends on your deck. But if somebody came up and like, "Bo, what do you think about this?" I would say 37 is your jumping off point, and then you can go up or down from there, based off of that.
Commander, which is
But speaking of MDFCs, Liam said that there's a Oops All Spells deck in this format, and knowing Liam, I wouldn't be surprised if in some number of weeks that shows up on our stream, which is awesome.
You bet we're going to feature that one.
Oh, we're absolutely going to feature
So
that.
sick.
Liam loves to brew, and I love Liam for the fact that he loves to brew.
He does, and he's very good at it.
Yeah,
Even his control deck tonight.
looks sweet.
So, we get Marchesa out, claim the Monarchy, because we're just going to start doing all of the mini games. Monarchy, Initiative.
Nope.
Swing for a total of 10 here.
Exile the top
And
card
I
of your library.
am trying to remember
If you
that
complete a dungeon, you may they play that card. This
I have a trigger for Caves of Chaos Adventure.
And that looks like an unearth.
It sure is.
Sure is.
Staring at that Spyro again.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty
You've done this before.
Usually pretty good.
but I don't think it's better than.
But instead, we'll opt for an Alicia.
Nah, dude. This is such a
Nice.
I think that this card.
Temps
We will
Fate?
go
Something
to-
like
And
that?
that's from Foundations, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, right? Yeah.
I remember reading this card and being like, I absolutely love this card.
Yeah. That card's sweet.
So 2/2 first strike, 1/8 attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on it, and then beginning of your end step, if you attacked, doesn't have to be with her, you can return a creature card with CMC less than her power.
Again, awesome.
I mean, if Tifa's not one.
I love when cards like that never got to make an impact. And to be fair, Foundations is legal for 15 years. Yeah, I love when they show up because it's so cool. Like, I seen Kellogg out tonight in Shadow, and I was like, let's go. Like, I love seeing cards like that, get their moment in the sun, so to speak.
No, I remember reading that, and this was like one of, if not my favorite card from Foundations.
Yeah.
And I just hadn't figured out a place to put it yet, so
You're telling me it wasn't Omniscience
Like and follow.
or Omniscience?
God,
Smash that like and subscribe
get me out.
If you saw a misplay, remember, talk about it in the comments.
All right, so Bearglyph's still sticking around on James' side. It looks like, this is coming to a quick close with you in the driver's seat right now. I mean,
About how Drew plays.
how many game objects can you have?
I mean, I think we're also running low on time with only a couple minutes left, and so
Right.
trying to apply the pressure. Looks like we'll get the
Kefka
full
again.
7, Kefka
Yeah.
round 2.
Yeah, we both discard.
Ready to discard when you are.
Yeah.
All right. Force of Will and Aven Interrupter.
Interrupter.
Okay, so he's drawing 2. Again, this is why Tarfire
I'll type
is
up my
so
force
good in
six
this
life
format.
breath touch.
Like, if you're playing Kefka, or even if you're not, if you're playing any of the Goyfs, it's just, being able to grow on the cheap is, yeah.
No, I get
I was
4.
I was big on Chain Lightning, but now I have officially switched over to Tarfire.
Tarfire. Gotta get that tribal in there.
Yeah.
No, Tarfire is super solid. I mean, you've got to be able to have those Goyfs huge. Pyrogoyf, Baragoyf.
So you lose 5 life.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously, it's
Yeah.
player
loses 5.
it's affecting both graveyards and both players that are playing Goyfs, but still, like, I will gladly play that. Seems worth it to me.
Well, yeah, tribal's not really put into the graveyard a whole lot, and I feel like so far in this format, Planeswalker isn't too much either.
No. And Battle. Can't forget Battle.
Okay.
I mean, what is that? We can get up to, what, a 9-10?
9-10.
Yeah.
For this deck.
Do they make Goyf dice is big enough for that anymore?
My die only goes up to an 8-9.
I have 2 red. I have 1 red.
Oh.
You gotta do what I do.
So, exerting the Arena of Glory and trying to split up the mana to be able to give multiple creatures haste.
Yes.
So,
Stuff full of tokens.
we'll take the initiative again.
For the weird ones.
I will place season.
Progress down,
Okay,
draw a card.
I take the
Nice.
initiative.
It's one of my favorite things to do with Arena of Glory is splitting up the mana and not sinking it all in one. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
yeah. Yes, it is.
Why'd they make him make 2?
We'll use this as if it's.
As if that needed haste.
Yeah, but
We'll play a broadside bombardiers.
good luck,
We
Kefka.
will go
shit.
to begin combat.
Oh.
yeah.
Broadside,
What is
another
Broadside's
one of
ability?
these cards that I absolutely adore playing.
It's
Yes.
Creature, 2 damage.
Which
Any
makes it
target?
seem like I should just play Stompy
Creature
and
or
Legacy, but
artifact,
Nah.
and that's equal
No, this
to
is-
mana value.
Just give me the cool red and black
So he just
creatures.
had me?
oh yeah, do all these things. We get triggers,
We're gonna swing team.
add a counter there. We explore here and give something.
Trigger here.
Protection?
Modern Magic card design. All right, and we're at time right now, but I don't think it really matters at this juncture. I think you're gonna be closing it out here shortly.
This is an assassin.
Well, and I can also boast off
This
of
is a
the.
warrior.
Yeah, you
I
can just,
got a lot of damage coming in.
yeah.
We'll just.
So we did the explore. Does not get a counter if it's a land.
Just a hand. And doesn't get a
choose to block there.
I'm
It
gonna
does
do
have
math, I
trample.
think you have me regardless. If I block the biggest source of damage, 3.
So, might want to go for something else. I forgot
Oh,
the
and
chaos
also attacked on it.
trigger.
When this attacks, you exile
Yeah.
a card.
At this point, I feel like you're,
So the
you know,
biggest damage
just
block
sourcing
is
it out right here.
creatures.
And yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up the match. And James sees the writing on the wall, and there's the handshake. Thank you for watching our first match video, and please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe.
Good game.